Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with another edition of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, November 18th of 2015. I don't even remember if I managed to announce what day it was last time. I don't think I did. But, a lot of shit been happening. First off, I am on the verge of finishing up, what's it called? Xenoverse. Unfortunately, I've hit that end of the project hump. And anyone who's ever Let's Played knows what I'm talking about, where you're almost done, but your drive to get it done is pretty much dead at that point. Oh, are you okay, Rio? She fell off the cat tree. But yeah, basically, it's that point where you've only got a handful of videos left, you know, basically. But you're just done. You just don't want to do it anymore. That could be the hardest thing, is when you've only got like 7 or 8 videos, or in my case, like 30, but they're very short. You know? And I just gotta will myself into action to finish it. And then Xenoverse is done, and will probably carry me well into 2017. For those who've been watching, but missed last week, which, by the way, that's a demographic that doesn't exist, because nobody's watching. And nobody watched last week. But for those who have been watching but missed last week, I got tired of the rut that I was stuck in, so I'm here now. I switch worlds. This is Twic 2015 number 2, and not Twic 2015. A lot of changes going on, actually. First off, what have I been up to besides Xenoverse? Well, first off, I have been watching Metal Gear Solid Let's Plays by Chip Cheesem, because he entertains the living shit out of me. He's probably one of the most entertaining LPers that I've seen. And I mean that sincerely. He is funny as shit. Especially when he's teamed up with General Ironicus. The two of them are just so entertaining. I started with the Snake Eater LP. I'm up to Peace Walker, and from there I'm going to go to Metal Gear Solid 4. It's put me in the mood to do my own Metal Gear Solid LPs, although I'm going to be doing something different with these. That's something being practice, because I'm not bad at Metal Gear. I'm really not, especially when I play it a lot. I get really good, but I'm not confident in my ability either. And it's one thing for me to play Metal Gear by myself, for myself, but this is me playing Metal Gear for the internet, and I better have a good showing. You know, I can't just fuck up like, it's okay, no one's gonna care. No, it's designed to entertain, and I damn well better deliver. You know? But I'm probably gonna start. My plan was to go through the entire Metal Gear saga in chronological order, which means Snake Eater, Portable Ops, Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, etc., you know? Except, one of those, Portable Ops, is only on the PSP, and I don't have one of those, and I don't have easy access to one of those, so that's probably not going to happen. B, one of those is only on the PS4. That's, when I say only on the PS4, I mean only on next-gen stuff. It's also on the Xbox and the PC, but I don't have those. Well, I have a PC, but not one powerful enough to run next-gen hardware. Or software, rather. But, so that's out. Now, of course, circumstances could eventually arrive where I get a PS4. For example, once I get Finger Hut more under wraps than it is, I can get one for like $34 a month. So that could be a thing. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do... Oh, another hurdle is I wanted to record Metal Gear Solid 1 with the Twin Snakes, which I do not own. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a GameCube game, it's a Metal Gear game, it can't be that expensive, I'll pick it up on eBay. It's $75 on eBay. That's a lot of money to put into something I plan to play and then pretty much never touch again, you know? I mean, especially when I think I can get it on PlayStation Network for like $10. I'd rather do it with the upgrades, but anyway, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to start with Metal Gear Solid 4, because I have that, and then figure out what to do from there. I'm trying to convince Skinner to pick up the HD collection for me, because he owes me a copy of Snake Eater as it is, and my PlayStation 2 is not really connected. And I'm hoping they're similar prices, or that he can get the HD collection simpler and just tell him, look, give me the HD collection, we'll call it even. You know? But those changes I talked about, coming December, my house will not look the same at all. Things have finally come to a head with my niece, where I just flat out said, you're done. So she's going to be gone by the start of the month. My roommate John had some issues of his own with my niece and just decided, look, he needs to take some time off and just take care of himself, so he will be leaving the state. Out of respect for his wishes, I will not say where. So, I will have my new roommate in by then. Hopefully sometime this week, in fact. We'll see. But yeah. Come December, my house is gonna have a very different feel to it. My niece is concerned about her dogs, but right now she's probably gonna go to her sister's who can't take them, so I told her, look, I'll hold them for a month or two. So for a month or two, we're gonna have the dogs, and then they're gonna go away. You know? Once that happens, my cats will probably go back to roaming the house. Well, these cats... Well, no, Oreo did. About these cats have never had a chance to roam the house, but they used to before Oreo became my cat and moved into my room full time. Which, the reason they did... Hi, Willow. Was because Honey was stalking her through the house, and Tisa was stalking Honey. You know, it was basically reenact blood sport in my living room, or lock the cats in their respective rooms, and just give the house up to the dogs. Which they've mostly been fine with. I mean, Honey almost never leaves Mom's room anyway. And last night was like the first time in ages that Oreo tried to walk out. I say tried. What happened was I was carrying something in the room, and I thought I saw her, and then I looked down and she was gone, and I looked behind me and there she was walking out in the hallway. Yeah, my supplies were not what I thought they were. I thought I had so much cat food, and I did. But I didn't realize that A, the dogs were eating some of it until it was about half gone, because they didn't have any puppy food for them. And B, I have 4 cats now. Likewise, I'm like, oh, this litter's great. It'll hold the cats for ages, until I have to spread it amongst 3 litter boxes. Then suddenly I'm running out of litter, too. But nonetheless, it's a thing. What else? There's some other big news if I can just remember it. Oh, apparently the state of Florida has decided that I make entirely too much money. And I figured out what this is, but I'm going to tell this part of the story first. I had to apply for Medicaid, of course, you know, so it would cover my Medicare to get my fucking money back. And I get a thing in the mail saying, hey, we just need one more piece of paperwork for your Medicaid, and it's sent the paperwork. I have it, and I've signed it, and I have to turn it in. I get another thing like, hey, your food stamps have changed. I'm like, oh, this should be interesting. What's it happened? And I see, oh, you did get 194. And then I saw the number 16. I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting 16? I'm losing 16? No, I have 16. They've decided to cut my food stamps by, like, oh, let's do some quick math. Let's say $178. That sounds about right. I found out why this was. When I put in my Medicaid, I told them the wrong amount on my rent. And I had to go online and get that cleared up, that my rent is not $450. That's how much of it I pay, and my roommates take care of the rest, you know? So, but yeah, they're like, oh, your rent and your shelter and utilities have gone down. I'm like, no, they haven't. My rent has stayed the same since the day I moved in, and my utilities, if anything, have gone up. They supposedly can't make the changes until I turn in the Medicaid thing, and then I can check on it. But I have so much work ahead of me right now. Besides that, we have to get the house clean so that my new roommate has a place to get up anything. Because right now, the place is just unfit for human habitation. I mean, I'm kind of a slob, and even I can't sleep in that living room. I'm like, no, there is a limit. There is a threshold which we have hit. I don't know why, but this grass always irritates me. I think it looks better like this than the actual grass on. Sometimes I do it for the wheat seeds, but I don't need those now because I have all the wheat seeds I want and need. Kyrix's lawn care. Yeah, baby. It's derp. You know, if safe mode weren't on, this would be a horrible place to have a village. It's right next to a fucking cave where monsters can just come spewing out of it when night falls. Fucking storm, a fucking hurricane of death. But hey, that's none of my business. Ah, Star Trek tournament. Yes, that happened this week. I called my vet, Banfield, and told them, hey, Oreo's wellness plan hasn't tripped yet, because, you know, I'm supposed to be paying $25.95 a month for her, and it hadn't tripped by, like, the 10th. That normally happens by the 5th or 6th. They look it up and say, oh, we don't have you as owing any money until December 5th. So suddenly that $26 that I had went up for grabs. I bought a couple lottery tickets, because it's about the only thing I can do with that much money, and took 15 of it for my tournament. Won like $2 or something on the ticket. Took it up to the gas station that was by the game store. Turned it in for a couple of the tickets that I usually buy. Plus got some with the remaining $4 that I had on my account. Won like $2 more or something. Turned those in, won 20. So I took 5 of that to try and get another winner. Didn't work. The remaining of that pretty much went on cat food. Because the girls gotta eat, you know? I can't not let my girls eat. They're my babies. See, I don't like this, that it's wood and stone and what looks like stone slabs for shingles. Is there a roof on this damn thing? Or does it just open to the air? Oh, there's a roof here. Ooh, there's lava. I can dispose of shit. And I'm gonna. Why does this sword smell like bread? Probably gonna steal that place for myself. No one else seems to be going there. That'll become my dwelling. What in the world? Oh, the table's a pressure plate. I guess that makes sense. Here all this time I was trying to figure out what the thing triggered. No, it's just what the table's made of. But yeah, at the Trek tournament, I couldn't find the dials for the figures I wanted to use, which was my Bajorans. I was going to play a Ferengi ship and 2 Bajoran scout ships, and I couldn't find my dials for them, so I ended up saying, you know what, I know I'm not going to win this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, show up, get my ship, and play something fun. So I played all Ferengi. I played the 2 Ferengi Decoras I had and the 1 scout ship I had. And one of the blind boosters, keep in mind there was a 1 in 10 chance of pulling this, was another Ferengi Decora. Well, I got there late through a series of misadventures that I'm going to explain in a couple minutes. But by the time I got there, there were only 2 boosters left, one of which was the Decora. Seven's like, oh, I hope you pull this. I'm like, so do I, and guess what I did? So I played full Ferengi. And I called the team the Fools of Acquisition. And if anyone's ever seen Star Trek, you know why that's funny. And if you don't, I don't feel like explaining it, because it's time to tell my bus story now. Okay, to get to this place, I had to take 2 buses. Basically, I would catch the 19 up by my house, because the 62 doesn't run on weekends, because fuck it, you know? So anyway, I don't know where to catch the 19 outgoing. I know where to get off at incoming, but I don't know where it goes from. So anyway, I'm walking along, trying to get on the 19. I get up there. I see the bus pull up, so I start running. I'm like maybe anywhere from 2 to 7 seconds away. If he would just sit there, I'd be on the bus. Fucking pulls away. I'm waving at him. He just kind of, whatever, dude, you know? So I call my aunt, and I have this app called Transit, which I'm getting rid of because it's not anywhere near active enough. And it tells me, oh, well, you need to be down by here within a minute or 2 to catch the 59, which is the next bus I need. So I call my aunt. We're basically chasing this bus, and I'm wondering why we haven't passed it yet. So we get to a bus stop that my transit app says should have 2 minutes before it gets here. So I get out, and I go up and I do the text message thing to talk to the company, basically, and find out when it's due. It's due in like 18 minutes. So I tell my aunt to leave. I wait for the bus. I get on the bus. It takes me to where I'm supposed to go. In theory. That's not what happened, though. What happened was, I apparently zoned out for a couple seconds and saw the building. Because there's a building that I recognize that I'm supposed to get off at. But there were also several other buildings. So what I saw it, and didn't see the store where it should be, something in, oh, maybe this is a different landmark and I'm looking for something else. Turns out what happened is I had zoned out for a second, didn't realize we was turning, or that we had turned, and was seeing it from a different angle because we weren't where we were supposed to be. And by the time I realized we were nowhere near where I thought we were supposed to be, I was about a 45-minute walk away. If I didn't have an app called Scout, which is a GPS thing, on my phone, I never would have gotten there, because I was not where I thought I was. I thought I was coming down the main street that I rode up to get there. No, I turned. I was on the other street. And I didn't realize this until after I saw the bus stop where I would get on to go home. But yeah, it was a fucking comedy of errors that whole day. But overall, I think I had more wins than losses. Or more things in the win column than losses. Because I lost my ass at that tournament. My problem is, they have a lot of super meta players there. And I don't know the meta. And on top of that, I had to pretty much teach myself how to play, because it's a long way to get there, and it's a very pain in the ass thing to do, so I only go up for tournaments. So everyone I can practice against is someone I have personally taught the game to, making it very hard to get any better, you know? I mean, yeah, you gotta cut your teeth on people who are weak, which is not what I mean, if you know what I mean. But eventually, you gotta get some strong people up there, or you're gonna hit a plateau. Of course, it didn't help that I was playing one of the most difficult factions in the game. It's really only become semi-viable in the past couple months because they finally released enough ships with enough good stuff. You know. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of Metal Gear, been watching Sekirei with Sammy, or at least I'm planning to again. And, just all in all, trying to keep busy, really. No. There we go. You're the one. Hey, I have only 4? Thought I had more emeralds than that. I'm extremely tired. My sleep schedule's been all sorts of fucked right now. For various reasons. Most of which honestly have nothing to do with financial issues, it's just the fact that I haven't been fucking sleeping properly. But, if my new roommate gets in with no problems, and if things don't go cataclysmically wrong, I'm pretty sure that by February I will have my life back on track, and I'm really hoping that's the case. I am so fucking over this poverty thing. Which, don't take this to mean that I'm instantly gonna be above the poverty line. Just, I'm sick of being so fucking dirt-eating poor. That I have to basically consider, do I really want to eat a meal at McDonald's, or do I just want to, you know, go home and eat ramen and save that money for something else? I mean, later in the month, that should be a thing. Like, oh, it's the 27th of November, do I really want to go to McDonald's? No, I can wait a week. No, this is... Oh, I just got paid. Do I really want to go to McDonald's, or do I want to have money this month? Because they fucked me so hard on my finances that by the end of this, I had $3 after the shit that I was supposed to pay. And that's inexcusable. Just in general, it's inexcusable for me to be that broke because of someone else's fuck up. Because it's never been explained to me that Medicaid could expire or what Medicaid even did. As far as I knew, because I was on disability, my Medicaid and Medicare were free, you know? And Medicaid was just another healthcare thing for me. So, if you had told me, without telling me what it implied, that my Medicaid was expiring, I'd have been like, oh, okay. Because I don't fucking go to the doctor. Mostly because no one will take me. But, yeah, I really don't. So it wouldn't really have been much skin off my ass to lose the Medicaid in that circumstance. But since it paid for my Medicare, which is otherwise charged to me, suddenly it becomes a big deal. Again, it was never told to me that Medicaid could expire, that it would, when it would, what that implied, you know. So I had no warning this would happen, because I've only been handling every aspect of my own finances for a couple of years now. You know. So none of this shit had ever been explained to me. And if I had received a letter, like I should have, saying, hey, your Medicaid's about to expire, then guess what? I would have done something about it. I would have been like, ooh, can't let that expire. Let's get that renewed. Or if it did expire, uh-oh, let's get re-signed up for that. Which is exactly what would have happened if they'd have charged me for September in September instead of September, October, and November all in November. Because I'd have gotten my check and been like, where's that $100 that I need? And the answer would have been, oh, you're Medicare rated. Well, let me just sign back up for Medicaid and it'll be problem solved. You know? And that's exactly what would have happened. And that's exactly what didn't happen because they didn't give me a goddamn chance to. Because $100 I could absorb. $100 would have gone for stuff that I do with my friends, you know? And I could tell them, hey, if you can spot me for this, I gotta wait for them to review my Medicare and or my Medicaid and it'll reimburse me. This is so fucking stupid. But yeah, anyway, I never played well, no, I can't say I never played Peace Walker. I never played Peace Walker for any length of time that could be considered playing. I have played it as part of the HD collection, but not for very long. You know, certainly not enough to actually do anything in the game. And that's the thing, is after Xenoverse, I very well might rent the HD collection just so I can do that LP. The one I'm least looking forward to is Sneaky, because I'm not as big on that. I mean, it's a good one for the story and all that, but I'm not as good at it, you know? Honestly, out of the ones I've played, I think my favorites are 4 and 2 in that order. 4 because it's got a lot of fun shit in it, and 2 because I'm actually pretty good at it. Granted, I'm going to need a lot of practice, because the last time I LP'd a game that I was pretty good at without practice, it turned into it turned into Resident Evil 4, and we all know how that ended. Lots of screaming and cussing in that game. But yeah, the thing with 2 is I actually had Substance, which was the remake for the Xbox. And I had it, of all things, for my Xbox. Go figure, I had a game for the Xbox on the Xbox. But I decided, you know what, I want to get the dog tags, because it always sounds so daunting when it's explained to you. You gotta hold people up and get dog tags and shit. Turns out, in reality, not that difficult. It's just something you gotta do. Of course, Substance takes it a step further. Not only do you have to get dog tags, but different difficulties have different dog tags. I can't just go into super hard mode and get them. And likewise, if I go into easy mode, I won't get very many at all. But what I ended up doing was for the tanker, which the part you play as Solid Snake, I got everything up to hard mode. I think I got hard mode as well, but I got everything up to it at least. And for the refinery, I got most of them as well. At least up to hard mode. And when you go through there and you hold up every soldier and you get dog tags from every soldier and beat the game, you just start to realize that this game that I thought was so long is fucking nothing at all, you know? There's nothing to this game. It's something I could beat in like 2 or 3 hours, I think. I'm not going to quote myself on that because I haven't played this game in years. And I might just be remembering wrong, or it might have seemed less time. Plus there's the fact that I have no real sense of scale of time. But it's a game I should be able to finish relatively easily. To the point where my Metal Gear Solid 2 run will probably be one of the longer ones, because I probably will get every dog tag, because I know I can. That being said, before playing each of these Metal Gears, I will practice them so that I can make sure I don't fuck up. I mean, I'm not going to have a run probably as good as what Chip Cheesen does, but I can at least not embarrass myself too much, I hope. And while Sammy might yell at me for it, I'm probably going to start these by saying, look, if you want a really, really good run or a really funny run, go see this guy because he's much better at it. But nonetheless, please watch me. Just don't expect much, you know? Still got so much Xenoverse to do. Gotta finish Jello's runs. I've only got like 3 or 4 videos left to her. I've got Demigra, I've got Broly, I've got GT1 and GT2. Yeah, so I got 4 videos left. I can knock those out in about maybe an hour or 2. And then I grind for the next person. And then, yeah, all that shit. See, right now, grinding is all that I have left to do. Because that's all there really is to do at this point, is to grind the fuck out of everything. I have a large amount of techniques though. I've got most of the good ones. There's still a couple I'm missing, but a lot more than I thought I would have is what I have, you know? Because everyone bitches about how hard it is to unlock techniques. And there are a few stubborn ones still left, but I think I can manage. God, I am so tired. All I want to do is shut this off and just go to bed. Which is weird because I'm actually doing this when the sun is up, because last night I was so fucking tired I just went to bed. I'm like, nope, don't need to do this right now, I'll do it in the morning, and it's morning and I'm doing it. I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it. Yep. I love me some symmetry, so I'm gonna make this this rock go away so I can replace it with pretty dirt. can. No, I got some more dirt. There we go. Plenty of dirt. Perfect. Yay. Yeah, let's not have that happen. Just because I've got the dirt and I'm not doing anything else with it. Perfect. Now that can be safe. Not gonna bother down there though. Sadly, there really hasn't been anything else going on this week. Nothing I've done, nothing for me to talk about. I've spent most of it either sleeping or trying in vain to get things to work out properly. Well, I can't really say in vain because the future isn't set yet. Things could still happen one way or another. But, I just don't have the fucking energy for this right now. I don't know why. I just don't. We're gonna have our first really short episode. Bye-bye, everybody.